Whoa. All right, friends, welcome to the tailgate party. My little spin and play on words because we're going to be telling the tale of two amazing speakers who are going to be presenting at next month's Triangle Businesses for Good Summit, hosted by Activate Good. I am your host of the tailgate party, Alex Jamal, and I'm blessed to be here with the co-founders of Playful Campus, Paul Miller and Daria. Welcome to the tailgate party, friends.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks for
you.
having us. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna just jump right into this because you are our opening energizer. So hopefully I'm matching your energy a little bit with the zap zaps because we are here to level up for good. That's the theme of this summit, and your excuse me, your presentation. You're gonna be telling us about skills that help us move forward. So even before we dive into that, tell us about Playful Campus. What inspired it? How did you two come to collaborate to create this?
All right. Do you want to take the lead, Paul?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so at Playful Campus, what we do is we work with college and corporate campuses to leverage play to create connections and improve well-being. Well, am I still there?
Oh, you're here. I just moved. I
You're
just spotlighted you. I made you all
Oh,
fancy
okay.
now. Look,
Gotcha.
it's all on you. You're the star of the show for,
All right, all
for
right.
me.
That's where he likes to be.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's why I energize. So, yeah, so we use play for all the reasons it's good and important for improving our well-being and building connection. Um, uh, we are a cute husband and wife team, but we also complement each other really well in a professional space. I am a comedy juggler. I've been that for the last 20 or so years, traveled all around the world doing corporate shows and family shows and some cruise and been to the islands, been all over, and sort of building community through play, mostly for me on stage. And as a comedy juggler, that's kind of how you do it. Um, Dawn is an educator, and she can tell you a little bit more about herself. But we came together and realized that play was really valuable and good, and now we spread it to the world, where apparently play is under. I think it's more valued now than ever before, and it's a lot less common, unfortunately, than it has been in the past.
Excellent. Thanks for sharing that. Dawn, tell us about the education background and how did you like wind up with this like knucklehead comedy juggler person?
Well, we met after college waiting tables. But yeah, I was working in the education space as well. I've worked in museums, a lot of nonprofits, museums, camps, but then I also taught high school and middle school and saw as he was performing, he was also teaching on the side, teaching balloons and magic and juggling. And I saw the value. When I taught, I was very experiential in how I taught. And so I wasn't a stand and deliver kind of lecture person. And so I was also seeing the skills he was teaching and realizing people were gaining, all of this value. You're getting self-confidence, you're gaining all of these other skills, but also you're letting down your guard. You're being your more authentic self when you're playing. And so I saw the value of that. And so, eventually we came together. We were working collaboratively on a number of projects for his business, one of them being a corporate team building gig. He said, I'm going to need you to take a day off of work and come with me. I know how to have fun and play, but I don't, know how to do the debriefing. I don't know how to pull the value out of the play. And so we did that. And that began the beginning of this collaboration. And so, yeah, there's so much, in the positive psychology, there's so much research, neuroscience, there's so much research showing the power of play and the need for play for all ages across the lifespan. And so that's what we're doing.
No, for sure. Love it. And I love what as I was doing my research, my recon on what you guys, on who you are, you shared that play makes us more open, makes us more curious and more joyful. Why?
Mm.
Why is that the case?
Well,
I'll
I
let
mean,
you
it's a
Paul
little.
first. Yeah, yeah,
We're
see,
looking at each other to
that's
see
on me.
who's taking
Paul,
this.
on
We
to
both have a
you.
lot to say, but who's
Contestant
going
number
to take
four.
it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a low stakes space to let go of our assumptions of ourselves and our our fronting, putting out this version of ourselves. When we're authentically engaged in play, we're in it, we're very present, and
Mm,
we're connected to the moment. And so kinetic play, which is the juggling and similar things that we do, you're not thinking about what everybody else is doing. You're thinking about the object you're manipulating in front of you, and it's freeing. And when we drop and mess up, if we're around other people doing that, then we're not self-conscious and we're not beating each other up. Or ourselves up. We're just kind of understanding it's part of the process of this play, and sort of liberating ourselves from that pressure just creates an openness for us.
That's fabulous. Thank you for sharing that and clarifying. That's something that I work with clients a lot on. It was just like releasing it and just letting things go. And just imagine a kid like playing tag. The kid gets tagged. They're not thinking, well, how do I feel about being tagged? And am I worthy to tag back? It's just, I'm tagged now. Now they're in it, right? They're in the middle of the action. So I love that opportunity for not only for the kiddos, but for us adults. And speaking of us adults, there's going to be many adults attending this TBG Summit, Triangle Businesses for Good Summit, May 13th. Get your tickets now. Anyway, that's a nice little plug there. But you guys are going to be our opening energizer. So without giving too much of your secrets away, like what can we expect? What's the thing that folks are going to walk away afterwards from your session? Dawn, I'll let you kick it off.
Okay, well, we're doing two pieces. One, Paul is doing the opening energizer, and then we are also doing a breakout session. And so I'll let Paul kind of hint at the energizer when after I'm done. But during our breakout session, we're going to take the folks through a number of different partner and group exercises, and the goal is to kind of show them how to create a culture of belonging. Where people can be their more authentic selves. And that is really important in our workplaces.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dawn.
And in the Energizer that we're going to kick off the morning with, we're all going to engage in a bit of kinetic play. And I kind of hinted at it when I said juggling-like skills. We're going to play with...
Yeah, show it.
Okay, I'll show it. So the tool that we use in our programs, if we teach juggling, there's a lot of baggage that goes along with that. It's hard. I've tried. I'm uncoordinated. All these stories kind of flood us before we even start doing it. So we're going to be engaging in a bit of kinetic play. That's where you throw, catch, flip, spin, or otherwise manipulate objects for the fun of it. And we're going to be engaging that with a flop ball. Now, this is a round sand-filled sack that feels real nice. It's a micro suede fabric, and we throw and catch it, but we do it in a different way. We do it on the back of our hand. And because it's on the back of our hand, nobody comes to it with any preconceived notions or ideas of being able to be successful with it. And so we all kind of start fresh, and then we begin playing with it. And I guide everyone on sort of a guided meditation on how to start to flow with it. And slowly we increment and do some more advanced tricks. And then we end with a group game. There might be a little passing as part of the event as well. The nice thing about kinetic play, and this is, kinetic play, it's not about what you can do. It's about what you can't do yet. Everyone comes to it where they are with whatever abilities they have. They make whatever accommodations or adaptations they need to, and they start to explore what they can't do yet. And when you drop, that's great. That's all a part of it. Without the dropping, without the messing up, without the not being able to do something, there is no doing, right? It's kind of a yin yang. And so we start real gentle and easy. You jump on board wherever you are. You start to develop some skills, and we just play together. And what you see happen in just 10 minutes, 15 minutes is people are smiling, people are laughing, people are watching each other and cheering for each other. There's success, there's dropping and failure, but it's all in this enriching space. And it's really magical to see how it transforms a group of strangers into a playground of playmates. And then everybody gets one of these. So they get to take the play and continue throughout the day, and then use it as a brain and body break throughout the conference and throughout their life. And the message really is, if you love playing with this, great. Maybe you'll keep playing with it. Maybe you'll learn a juggle. Maybe you'll hula hoop or a Diablo or spinning plates, do one of the other toys. If not, that's fine too. We encourage folks to find their own authentic method of play, their own play personality, and really lean into that for all the reasons that play is important and good.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for that description. And little did you know that you have the flop ball champion of 2000. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Oh, I'd love to see some stuff. Show me some tricks.
I am the LeBron James of flop ball and playing on. But all jokes aside, I think for anybody out there who is watching, for those who are considering going and those who've already purchased their tickets, you're in for a treat. I mean, think about having some fun first thing in the morning, where most conferences are like, all right, it's stuffy, time to sit down and just hear the words and get air. Like, no, this is a full immersive experience. We are playing, right? Look at the control here, leveling up for good. Because when we're doing good for others, we do good for ourselves, and we get to activate that, pun intended, activating good, being the host of the Triangle Businesses for Good Summit. So before we close out, I'm really excited to hear about the people who have been grumpy. Have you come across the resistance of people like, I don't want to play, this is stupid, this is dumb, I'm not gonna do it? Any fun stories, any fun war stories?
We usually get a good participation. A lot of times people just need permission to play. You know, a lot of times, and particularly for adults, it's, you know, there's no time. So it's creating the space and giving them the permission of like, we're not only are we allowed to play, we need to play. It's important for our well-being. And so giving them the experience of play and the reminder of like, yeah, this feels good and it's important for our well-being. And then it's like, oh yeah, you're right. And now I need to think about, how do I work this back into my life?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm reminded of a professional development we did for teachers, school teachers. I think it was high school teachers, and when we were brought in, the principal was like, you know, there's some teachers that just aren't gonna, you know, they're just, you know, nothing against you. It's just the culture.
It's not you, it's them.
Yeah. And in the follow-up, one of the comments we got was, you know, there was this teacher, sort of an old curmudgeon, you know, just they didn't have any expectation that any of it was going to, you know, fly by her. She ended up becoming the biggest fan of the flop ball and used them in a class because it lit up and it excited her. And, you know, she saw the value. So, you know, we unlock a lot of people through play in ways that's surprising sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. So for you watching, for you considering attending, come play with us. Come have some fun. This is going to be a safe space. As Paul said, it's going to be a space for you to be enriched. As Dawn said, there's going to be an educational piece to it too. Not only just with the open and energizer, but their full-on breakout session later in the day. So Paul, Dawn, how do we learn more about Playful Campus before we wrap up?
Go to playfulcampus.com.
There you have it. Simple.
There you go.
Listen, I thank y'all both for the conversation, for the energy, and for helping me get clear on, all right, this is going to be a great introduction for you when we're here on the summit on May 13th. And for those watching, once again, you're going to see it in the comments, the link to activategood.org/TBG Summit. Make sure you get a ticket, get 2 tickets, get 10 tickets, bring your friends, bring your kids, bring your wife, bring whoever, and let's play, let's have some fun, let's win, and we'll see you May 13th. So until then, take care and stay blessed.